Hi, my name is Nariana.
And I am Jay Long. And our project is about the health effects and financial costs of smoking. We researched some of the health-related risks of smoking, such as cleft lip and cleft palate. When babies get affected, it costs up to $100,000 for surgery.
And we used a calculator to find the financial costs. It could cost up to $225 monthly if you smoke 20 cigarettes per day.
Hi, my name is Nakai.
And my name is Savannah.
Our Money Fair project was about the stock market.
A stock is basically a share of ownership in a business or company.
It is risky to invest in a stock because you are not guaranteed to get all your money back.
Therefore, you may lose some or all of your money.
How to select the right stock? You have to educate yourself about the topic that you are investing in.
Next, you must know how much risk you are willing to take and how much money you are willing to invest.
Fun facts about the stock market is the first ticker tape was first used in 1867. A ticker is a screen that shows all about stock.
Okay, I'm going to tell you about bear markets and bull market. Okay, a bear market is based on how a bear attacks. A bear stands up and it strikes down its fall. This represents how it can go up and then down. A bull market is based on how a bull attacks with its head down and charges up with its horn. This represents how it can go down and then up.
Hello, I'm Aaron.
And I'm Cassine.
And our project are the 6 core principles of the economic way of thinking.
Our topic is important because you can use the 6 core principles in your everyday life.
You make choices every day, right? Alright. The first one is that people make choices.
And our second one is people respond to incentives in predictable ways.
The third one is that people's choices have consequences that lie in the future.
Our fourth one is people's choices always have an opportunity cost.
And our fifth one is that voluntary trade creates wealth.
We'll give you an example.
He has the paint set, I have the marker, and we both want what each other has. We will both trade, and we will both be happy because we both got what we want. And our sixth was that economic systems influence how people act. And that means people use written and unwritten rules that determine how people make choices and incentives.
And right here, we have our clothesline. This can't go on for forever, but we don't have all the resources to make this go on for forever.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Anaya, and my presentation is going to be about broke entertainers. Why are entertainers broke? The number one reason is because they're risk takers. They don't care about what it takes for them to get their big break. The biggest risk that they take is not signing contracts before they sign to a big record label. Number two is because of Superwoman/Superman syndrome. That's when you think you can do or buy whatever you want as soon as you get your first big check. And you should just save your money so it can help you in the long run. Number three is because of excessive luxury. Like I said before, people think that as soon as they get their first big check, they can spend their money on whatever they want, but they should just save it. Number four is Uncle Sam. That's taxes. No one likes them, but everyone has to pay them, or you'll suffer deep consequences. And number five is family, friends, and entourage. Family, friends, and entourage. That's when you feel that you should buy your friends and family everything because you think that you owe them something when you really don't.
My name is Mackenzie Conklin, and I'm here to talk about what is the cost of getting married. First, we found out the cost of getting married, which is $18,000 to $31,000. And then we found out some of the steps, which we have 11, but there are way more. Then we found out the time of budgeting, and then we found some supplies. We found 2 rings and found out the cost, which is a dream ring and an average ring. We made a graph showing a budget wedding, and then we compared an extravagant wedding to an average wedding, which is Kim Kardashian and Kanye West wedding, to average teacher Miss McGrath. Thank you, and this is our project.
Hi, my name is Denise,
And I'm Sharonda.
and our title is The Cost of Owning a Pet. We started this board to inform others about how much it costs for owning a simple dog.
The title of our dog is the West Highlands Terrier. We picked this dog because it's a very small dog and it doesn't grow a lot.
The reason we chose this dog was because of the expenses. Like for most dogs, it would cost more than it would have, but for this dog, it only costs $1,200, including the cost of buying and owning the pet for all its utensils throughout the year. And that came out to only $12,000. Well, yeah, $1,200 a year.
And we decided to wait to buy this dog because of our net pay, and it comes out to $7,800 a year.
And that is what we did about our board.
Our project was about raising children.
In this project, we learned about the importance of budgeting, the benefits of having a two-parented house, and we learned about the pros and cons of having more than one child. The average cost of a child is $245,000 for 18 years for the child. We learned that we should be more appreciative of our parents for what they do because they are single parents. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Aaliyah, and my project is about identity theft. There are 8 types that we grabbed in today about identity theft. There are some tips on preventing your identity. And one way is that you can protect your PIN. Watch out for social surfers because they can be over your shoulder and you can never know. Pay attention to your billing cycle because you can pay your bill and maybe you can send the rest of the money to the wrong place. And keep your receipts. So when you pay for your taxes, you get all your money that you have did for your taxes. Financial identity theft is really bad because it's a lot of things put together, and it just can mess up a lot of things. And synthetic identity theft is when someone takes bits of information from different consumers and put it together and create a whole new identity. Some more ways to prevent identity theft is review your credit report at least quarterly 4 times per year.
Hi, my name is David Johnson,
And my name is Diana Brown.
and today we'll be talking about the cost of cars. Our board gives you brief information on the steps, the process that it takes in order for you to get your car registered. Today we're going to be comparing 2 cars, and that's the Honda Civic LX
And the Car Hybrid Electric Base.
2015. To lease your car, it costs $313 for 36 months with 12,000 miles.
And a 36-month lease will cost $549 with 12,000 miles.
For 60-month financing with a down payment of $1,000, it will cost $329.
With the 60-month financing with a down payment of $1,000, it will cost $510.
In order for you to get your driver's license, you have to take a driver's class, and it costs $329.
And that concludes our presentation.
Hi, I'm Clarence.
And I'm Latrell.
And our presentation was about the history of Monopoly. The first version, we had found out the first version, the second version, and who wrote a book about it. His name was Charles Darwin.
And we found out that there was the Parker brothers who created the second version. They sold their version to a bigger company so that they could mass produce it and change it so they could make more money off of it.
That company was Hasbro.
And we found out that, and we put into it how it has to do with BNE, how it changes its banking base from cash, from using paper money to using plastic card money.
Our project was to teach you about how athletes or professional athletes go broke or under financial stress.
They go broke. Most of the reason they go broke, and the main reason they go broke, is usually they're risk takers or excessive luxuries or investments or taxes.
Hi,
Kiara.
And my name is Lisa Wallace.
And our title is The Cost of Prom. Basically what we're talking about is the different costs of the prom and certain things that you need for it.
The promposal is a relatively new phenomenon mimicking the marriage proposal, wherein students go to elaborate terribly public lengths to ask each other to prom.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Shida.
I'm Jalen Washington, and our board was about how much does an iPhone cost.
During the years, America has owned the most iPhones. And this year, they already sold 30.57 million iPhones.
Within this year, only the first quarter, we have sold 74.45 million iPhones. On these four charts, we have the iPhone 6 and iPhone 6 Plus, and we have the iPhone 5C and iPhone 5S.
Here we see similarities and differences between them.
The iPhone 6 and iPhone 6 Plus are mainly the same thing, but have their similarities here and there.
The main similarities are the sizes and the battery, but the differences are more between the prices and the way it dimensions.
The iPhone 5C and iPhone 5S have very few similarities than the iPhone 6 and iPhone 6 Plus do. The only thing that seems about the main difference is the capacity and the weight dimensions.
And our project was about the history of Uncle Sam. And so the idea was to show how Uncle Sam could be about business and economics. And these are the 5 enterprises: private enterprise, competition, private property, profit motive, and consumer sovereignty. And these are the 5 traits of free enterprise. And free enterprise is like the government cannot tell you what to sell or buy, and who you're gonna sell it to, or who you're gonna buy it from.
Hi, my name is Anisha, and I did the project on the cost of living. I compared the cost of eating in, making your own dinner at home versus going out to dinner. And I chose 2 restaurants, McCormick and Sweet, and Red Lobster versus eating at home. We saw that eating at home is cheaper than going to McCormick and Sweet, which is really expensive, and Red Lobster. The question is it eating out cheaper than eating in? It depends on where you live, what you eat, and how well you cook. Because if you live in the city, the prices are going to be really high. What you eat, because some foods are more expensive than others, and how well you cook, because some people can't cook as well as others. The home versus restaurant. The health benefits and nutrition. It means if you're eating at McDonald's, it's not very healthy because McDonald's has processed meat and fat in their food. The cost, price, and the time, because it costs, some things cost more than others. It depends on where you live, what you eat, how you cook. The weight and overweight, because like I said before, if you're eating at McDonald's, it's not very healthy for you. It may lead you to gain weight. And emotional well-being is if you're coming home from a long day at work, you may not want to cook, so you may go out to a restaurant and eat. Or you may like cooking, so you may stay at home. Thank you.
My name is Deshaun. And our project is called Aborting Fraud and Scams. But first we understand what a fraud is. A fraud is when a person pretends to be another person to secure illegal gain. And a scam is when one person persuades another person into giving them their money. An example would be a tax fraud, when a person defrauds the government by not paying taxes. or inheritance scams. When a scammer contacts you, tells you you have inherited money from a distant relative, but before you can receive the money, you have to send money or give out personal information. Now you can avoid this by never giving out any personal information and never playing any foreign games. Don't let the scammer distract you from questions that you have asked. And never give out any personal information.
My name is Lanaya.
And my name is Latoya.
And our topic is what's my FICO score? Do you know what a FICO score is? Well, if you don't, now you do. A FICO score is a substantial portion of your credit score that make up a credit score.
It is based on 5 compartments. Payment history, which is based on a borrower's payment history, as if they were paying consistent or not.
Credit utilization, it refers to how much of your credit score you use on a monthly basis.
Length of credit history, which is based on the length of each account being open and the length since the last transaction.
New credit is 10% of your credit score. It is based on if you knew the FICO or not.
Credit mix is based on the different types of accounts you have open.